Good evening. Sorry. Hi guys. Is that better? Good. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Actually, there's a fifth one. It's like, share, subscribe, comment, and something else. And I can't remember something else because it forms the word click. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, you've braved it. You've come back for more on Resolve. This is part one. We've had part three, I think it was. So we're now having part one. Well, this numbers in order is greatly overrated. The important thing, I think, with Resolve is to remember that it's free, at least the basic version, which is actually far more comprehensive than any other editor I've found, paid for or otherwise, and there's a free instruction manual you can download with it, which is a course for beginners, and it's about 300 pages, and it goes right through from installing it to doing a test at the end and actually getting a piece of paper that certifies you as somebody who knows what they're doing with Resolve. I haven't got that far. This is a journey of exploration that we are sharing. And we will share some more now. We're going to look at how to get files into Resolve and into the edit page, and some of the things that you can do with the edit page which perhaps you wouldn't expect. So we'll move on with no more fuss. Here we are, it's the Windows front screen. First trick, start Davinci Resolve, which lives in your black magic design thing on your start bar, or wherever you start things from. Davinci Resolve. This might take a few minutes, or days, or years. We've got a file there which I was going to use. Started doing this one, and the files that I use are notorious for crashing editors, and it crashed Resolve. So it says untitled project. I'm going to double click on that and we'll just have an untitled project. We'll go to the edit window and then we can click File, Import, Media, and we won't try those, which is what I tried just now because they crash everything. And we can pick something from here to import. Let's import, I don't know, let's import this block of stuff, and we can then see what it is. Open, change frame rate. I wonder what frame rate's been set to. We'll change it anyway. You know what, I'm going to open the cut folder, because on here we can do a source tape thing, and oh look, it puts it up in order of date. We can look at this and monitor it and say this is all source. There's none of this is actually being used in anything, but we can actually then use this to clip the bits we want. But I think for most people, I jump straight to the edit page. Shut up. And we'll take that one. No, we won't. We'll take that one and we'll chuck it down there, and it's on the timeline. And from there on in, it's pretty much the same as the editors you're used to. You can chop and cut and do whatever you want with these. The next good thing, which I'll show you in the edit page, which you might not have been able to do before, certainly couldn't in Shotcut, which I have been using. I can do things with these here and now. I can zoom that. Now I can zoom that up to really horrendously big. And I can zoom out as well and make the picture smaller, 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 smaller. So it disappears. You can do things like that in the edit page. Then you've got the chance that you can press the little thing up here, the little roundy arrow thing, and it resets it to its default. You can actually do, we'll just do an opening just to show you just how flexible this is. Otherwise this is going to be the shortest video on earth. It's non-destructive editing, so we'll start there. We'll cut off the first bit. There's a razor blade, snip, select that bit, ripple delete, which is shift delete, and we're there. we can now say, okay, let's take that to nothing, and that's a keyframe marker. That little triangle or square diamond thing up here, that's red. That means that's a keyframe. We can run that in a bit and then reset that back to 100, whatever it was, 1. That's its native size, and that's automatically another keyframe now. So when we run this video, it kind of zooms the picture in all on its own. And we can add titles. You can do titles somehow from there. You can crop the image, you can composite it, you can change the speed, you can do quite a lot very easily just from there. If you want to add titles, the effects library is up here, and it was already open. There we are. And we've got a load of options on titles. Nice simple text. Drag it over here, plonk it there, edit it, yeah, test T. We can change the font to whatever that is. We can change the color. I'll not use house colors, we've used purple. We can change it to blue. We can change it to whatever form of blue that is. That'll do for now. We can increase the size. All these, you know, that just resets everything to default if we do that. We can change the position, so we can move it that way or that way. We can reset that. We can zoom it. And all the time, if you notice, if these little white diamonds are here, you can keyframe these. You can keyframe this particular setting and transition between them quite easily using keyframes. We can rotate it. Let's get it down to a size that we can. Oh, wrong one. Where's my zoom? There it is. Actually, just reset the zoom, and we can rotate it, and it can do that. It can spin around forever and ever and ever. And that can be triggered by keyframes as well. Drop shadow, color black, okay, offset, there we go. And we can offset it a little bit down as well. Opacity, now is that the drop shadow? Yeah, that is. That's a shame. I was rather hoping it was. So it's actually quite flexible, and it's really disgustingly easy to do. It's far from the hardest thing. Oh yeah, you want to fade your titles in and out? Go to over here, toolbox, video transitions, cross dissolve, plonk it there. We'll enlarge it slightly. Click, cross dissolve. How long do you want it to last? Let's last the length of the, no, let's not. Let's do that. Let's 0.8 seconds. That's shorter than it started. There we go. There's nearly 2 seconds. End ratio is 100%. Ease is quite good, so it's slightly gentler on the eye. You can ease in, ease out, custom, not played with that. So there we are. And now pull that back there. I'm going to knock the volume off. And we can run that. You can just see what that looks like. There you go. It just fades in nicely. It's that easy, folks. That's about it for now. That's shown you how to get stuff in, which is the thing I found hardest. File, import, media, and you know, sound files, picture files, video files. You can import them all, and then, like most others, you can grab them from the, in this case, media pool up here, and dump them on your timeline, and then play with them. And we've seen just one or two of the things that it can do. The first video, which should actually have been about the third or fourth in the series, showed us a little bit about color correction, color grading, and how the color page works. we've got the fun of Fusion at some point, which is the effects page. Well, okay, we're back again. I hope you found that helpful. One more thing to mention, in the description down there is a link to another YouTube site which is called Learn to Color Grade, something like that. It's a very good site, actually. This guy is completely mad about Resolve. He's been using it for ever since it turned out, I suspect, free. He might have paid for the early versions, I don't know. And it's full of useful tips, and a link to another site which we will tell you about when we come back to colour grading and look at LUTs. So do look at his site, do download Davinci Resolve. I'm a complete fan of it now, even though, as you can see, we're learning together. And what more can you want? Free tuition, free program, free stuff to go with it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for staying with us. Drive carefully, dear, and we'll see you again soon.